just making dinner. Got a nice fire going. Catherine, what's for dinner?
Thank you for asking. Mexican style beef bowl with rice and beans.
And I'm having Kung Pao grilled chicken. So we'll see how it comes out. So yeah. Haven't seen the sun all day, but made it to camp after some struggles. Pretty stressful day. But we're at camp and it's been nice. Bugs aren't too bad here, and we're gonna enjoy. Thanks to Catherine, we got a good load of firewood, and we'll enjoy a fire for a little bit, then get in the sack. See you in the morning. Here's the sunrise from 7M9. We start day 4. All right. I know. All right, guys, we're on day 4. We left camp 7M9 about a little after 7. And we are cruising down to the very end of the south arm of Yellowstone Lake. Going to 5L3, which is called Chipmunk Creek. We've only got probably about a 6-mile paddle today, so we should be at camp fairly early this morning. It's actually only 7:38 and we've gone pretty far, so we're almost down into the bottom here. Great night last night. We had a nice fire, as you saw. Went to bed. I didn't go to bed till late. I didn't go to bed till like a little after 11. So I'm a little tired this morning. I didn't get enough sleep. But I'll give you a look at the scenery we have here. Coming down through the south arm. No wind like yesterday, thank God. Tomorrow morning, though, we do have a longer paddle, so we got to go back up the south arm, and we're staying at a point directly across from where we were beached yesterday. So, but sorry, honey. I turned around and listened to the video. Yeah, what a trip that we're in. An area here in the South Arm. We entered it yesterday, a little bit before we got to camp. That is strictly paddlecraft only. So there are no motorized boats down here. We have seen quite a few. Apparently it was some type of special weekend in Wyoming this weekend. So there were a lot of people out fishing the lake for cutthroat trout. When we were beached yesterday, we met some really nice people at the campsite that were there fishing. They were from Montana.
Shout out to the Duncans.
To the Duncans, yeah. Heard some really awesome stories.
Wyatt and JD and their dad.
Yep. And we hung out with them for about 3 hours, so until things calmed down, so we could move on. So, but yeah, beautiful morning. Not a cloud in the sky. Chilly this morning. I don't know what the temperature was, but I had to put on a warmer shirt here, and I know I don't have my life vest on. If you saw earlier, I'm sure some of you noticed. It's still wet from my swim yesterday, and I didn't want to put it on this morning yet. The water's really calm, so not really concerned. But yeah, we saw 2 elk and a mule deer in camp this morning when I got up. Obviously they spooked pretty quick once they saw me. And I did kind of speak a little loudly to get Catherine to come see them. And by the time she got out of the tent, they were gone. So She heard the mule deer though. That was right behind the tent. So, yeah, just beautiful country out here. If you do a trip like this, you're seeing a part of the park that 99.9% of people don't see. So, we're about to be, as we go up the other side of the south arm and then down into the southeast arm, there are the hiking trails over there. The thoroughfare trail is over on that side. So, but yeah, if you look at a map of Yellowstone Lake, it may not seem as big as what it actually is, but it is a ginormous lake. It's really hard to put it into words how large it is. I mean, the southeast arm could be a giant lake on its own. So, some nice birds yesterday in camp too. I've got a new bird on my list, a Wilson's warbler. Also got a Lincoln sparrow. I think I'd seen one of those before. I'll have to check my list. But anyways, I'll check back in a little later. Mule deer there on shore. Not sure if you can see it. Just giving you a little layout of down here near the bottom of the south arm. There's a mule deer over there. Some more view of some of the meadows here. Meadows and hillsides. It's absolutely beautiful. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna splitting two little peninsula and an island here. To my left there's a little island. Lots of tree swallows down in here. I don't know how far we're going to be able to go. We're probably just going to cut across because it's already starting to get shallow.
It's not bad right here, but I think,
I'm just talking about like going like farther down in, like.
Oh, I mean like not going this way.
Correct, yeah. Because I can already see grass coming out, like. I wonder if we took a wrong, if we should have went around the island the other way. We'll see how shallow it is here.
I mean, this looks like a little sandbar. I think it's just go straight from here and cut around.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. It is shallow now.
Yeah. I mean, we could turn around and go back around this thing.
Yeah.
We
We'll
might
see.
need to.
We'll see what it's like here.
We've already been beached once.
Yeah. I'm not even hitting the bottom with my paddle yet, so we're okay.
I did right there.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about like as I take a stroke.
Yeah. I mean, it's like sandy, but maybe if we stay like this, that's will be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna cut across right up here. Like we're gonna stay here and then we're gonna just cut down.
See, I'm not interested in walking the road today. Cut right there.
Yeah.
One of those is our site, right?
Down over there somewhere.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, maybe shallow.
You need to steer us over
We're
now.
okay. Yeah. Just for that little sandbar came out.
Mm-hmm. I think we're okay now.
Yeah. Sunglasses on now. Oh, actually, I don't like it with the sunglasses on. I see better without them.
You got him?
I'm okay. I took them back off. Yeah, they're like to the left somewhere.
Are we coming around this island?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything over there.
Can't see, honey. It's far.
I don't know, she saw it too. making sure you're awake back there. Can you rig up a clothesline again today?
Sure. Yeah, it's easy. I hope it's like this when we paddle tomorrow.
If it's not, then we just adapt.
Yep.
Hopefully your video is on.
Yeah, it's still going.
Oh, great.
All right, this is Peel Island, and as you can see on the end there, there's a little ranger outpost. I don't know how often they're there or exactly what it's used for, but yeah, there's a South Arm Ranger outpost there on the end there on Peel Island. We're going like directly diagonal. So this is our view. I'll check in when we're getting closer to camp. All right, coming into camp at 7L3 Chipmunk Creek.
Got some good tips. Water feels a lot warmer.
Huh?
So
It's
that water
shallow.
Yeah, it feels a lot warmer.
All right, we are at campsite 5L3. Here's your view from camp. The very bottom of the South Arm. And we can walk into camp. Fire ring. Bear hang. Catherine getting the solar charger out.
Hello.
Can't find the toilet, but that's, I guess, unfortunate, but not the end of the world. It's got to be somewhere, but we can't find it. So sometimes there's a sign for it, sometimes there's not. Catherine got her crapping in a hole badge, so. And little trail here. There were some gentlemen stayed here last night and already cut down a trail in a tent spots, which was nice. I didn't have to stomp any tall grass down. So, view of the meadow, real pretty. In the tent. Gonna be hot in there. It's hot today, not a cloud in the sky. So we got got it open as much as I can to keep the air circulating. So I'll probably take it a few minutes to cool down this evening before bed. So yeah, pretty nice campsite, nice view. That's the cabin island over there across the way. Trying to keep our stuff all in the shade.
I don't know.
Let you decipher these.
Well.
All right, check in later.
Ready?
Yep. All right, we're leaving 5L3 Chipmunk Creek at 6:47 a.m. We are on it today. We have a little bit longer paddle and we're going up into the area where we got windbound, so it looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning though, so I'm not too worried about it. We do have a 30% chance of thunderstorms at 2 o'clock. But take that as you will here. No wind last night. Did hear some elk last night and this morning. I thought for a second they were wolves barking, but or coyote, but coyotes don't usually do what this was doing. It was just I'm pretty sure it was an elk. So then I heard it. I could hear it running past our I could just hear that it ran close enough to our tent where I could hear it on the ground. So. Good night. Was it windy last night or anything? So sun's coming up behind me here. Lots of sandhill cranes at this site. Pretty much making racket between them and the Clark's Nutcrackers. Lots of racket.
Except at night.
Quiet at night. We heard a loon a couple times yesterday and once in the evening, but I didn't hear it at all at night unless I slept through it. So. Where's my phone at?
Did you check the green bag?
Yeah, I put it in my pocket. There it is. Okay. Thought I put it in there, but I wasn't sure. Okay. All right. Onward. There's so much gear and things and stuff. It's kind of hard to keep track of all of it sometimes. So I'll check back in later. All right, it is 8:18. We've made really good time so far. We've already passed one campsite, and I think on this point here is another. A little bit of wind, but nothing crazy. It's died down again, so nothing nuts. I tell you, some people, a lot of the people I know or watch on YouTube or whatever, they always get on the water pretty late. I've always been an early paddler. Why not get your work done early, and then you can relax at camp? That's the way I look at it. There's a campsite here or not. Some of the campsite markers are placed in odd spots where you can't see it until you go around the point. You'd think they'd have a marker on each point. How hard is it to put 2 signs up?
I don't see one.
I don't see one either. It looked like a spot you would put a camp.
A lot better shade than the last one.
Yeah, the last one we just passed on the point was like one tree, and the rest was blow down. Fire damage.
I mean, I don't see a bear hang.
No, I don't see a box or a hang. Maybe it's closer down. I think that's the mountain right there in front of you. I think we go around this point, and our campsite's on the other side.
So we're not going this way?
Yeah, we're going to that far point to the left.
There's multiple points.
Well, you got this one in front, right in front of you.
Right here.
Then you got the next one. That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
Today was Catherine's best day at packing camp up. Oh, there's the campsite right there on the right.
Where do you see it? Oh, yep. I mean, that's not great.
Yeah, but you got some trees and stuff. You'd have some cover.
Yeah.
I don't see a box or a hang anywhere. So I don't know. I just can't see it. This is not in the bear management area right here. So the bear management area is where they kind of let the bears just do whatever.
Oh. I guess I'm glad I didn't know that till now.
Well, I mean, if there's like a problem bear, they take care of it, but they don't, there's not like...
They don't track them.
I think they track them, but like, let's say that there was an elk died near the lodge, okay? They're not just gonna leave that elk there.
Right.
Like here, in the bear management areas, and there's all different ones, they let them just do their thing.
Well, that's like those guys said they couldn't camp at that site the one time they were out here because there was an elk park there.
Correct, right? And they were like, we're not camping here. And I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, that would not be a stick around situation.
I'll check back in later. All right, the point you see in front of you is Promontory Point. We're about to go around that. That's Promontory Mountain up on your right there. We might be able to hike up there from our campsite, so we might do that this afternoon. But our campsite is on the other side of that point. Looks close, probably, but probably 3/4 of a mile away, half a mile away. Yeah, say half a mile. I've already gone 6 miles today. Our campsite is probably going to be at. Cut some bays too, which cut us some time. When you're able to paddle in calm conditions, you can cut some of those long bays and not necessarily have to follow the shoreline verbatim. So, yeah, we'll go around this point and shouldn't be too much longer to camp. I'll check in when we get there. Very good. All right, we are coming into our camp. It's a little windy here. Our camp's right in front of us on that point, promontory point. See the marker. We will be there in 10 minutes. Maybe we'll take you all the way in. Thank goodness there's some trees and shade. Yeah, there's a little tropical over here. Might be crazy going into it, so I just don't ever want waves hit me from the side, kind of like when we were coming up a little bit there and it got a little windy. The waves were hitting us from the side. That's what I don't like. Cutting the waves, I don't mind. Or if we're riding the waves, I don't mind. Alright, ready for some breakfast. Some coffee. Yes, honey. I'll direct us when we get there. You can't even see what the shore looks like. So we'll be fine. Catherine only paddles real hard when she gets nervous. That's how I can tell.
Getting to camp means I get to have coffee.
Now that campsite's in a correct spot because you come around the point and it's pointing right at you.
Yeah.
You can't miss it. Beautiful scenery to look at.
Just trying to come over here so we can go around.
I got it. Okay, you can stop paddling.
No, we're getting close. That's why I'm trying to help.
You can stop paddling. Hey, I don't want to come in too fast, so you can stop paddling. It's like a volcanic rock beach. Look at that. Look at that park job. All right, check back in later. All right, we are at campsite 5L8, Promontory Point. It's about 3:30. You can see we got some weather coming through, and the lake is, I'm glad we're not on the lake right now. That's why my butt gets out of bed and gets on the water at 7 a.m. at the latest. Pretty nice campsite here on the point. There's Promontory Point is way up there. Boat and stuff down there. We're in the southeast arm, so this is the southeast arm going down this way. We'll go down to the bottom of that tomorrow. Come on up in. There's a tent. Catherine's in the tent right now.
Hello.
Reading. Fire pit. Catherine already did a job collecting some driftwood for us. And this little orange marker, little path here goes back to the John, back behind there. So not a whole lot of places for a tent. That's the only drawback, I'd say. I think we found the one place you could probably put a tent. So I mean, you could put a tent over here, I guess, but it not real level. So plus you're real exposed out here, so we have some tree cover there with some, it's kind of blocking some of the wind. So this is campsite for night 5. Tomorrow is our last long paddle, probably about 6 or so miles, in between 6 and 7 miles, and the rest of the trip we have like 3 little 3-mile jaunts. So tomorrow will be the last day. We really have to get up early to make sure we get to camp. We got to camp today. What time we get here today? Like 9:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got here like 9:30. So it took us about 2 hours and 45 minutes to go a little over 6 miles. So paddling pretty good. Then we just have breakfast when we get to camp. So anyways, it's 5L8 from Promontory Point. And actually our pickup, so we'll go down the southeast arm and we'll come back up the other side. Our pickup is somewhere right over there somewhere. So our next couple campsites are just down this way. So yeah, I don't know how well you can see how much the lake is kicked up since the wind. It was real nice. We had a real nice paddle this morning. You can probably see the whitecaps way out there. This is just a small portion of the lake. Anyways, we'll check back in later.